It is I, Sandra McEwen, streaming hopefully without any hiccups or hitches today, which is, what day is it? Thursday, December 29th. So today we are going to, your sound is offline. Hey Peg, can you hear my sound? I just got a sound alert that says my sound was offline. Make sure you've implemented the source correctly. Peg, how's my sound? How's my sound? Can you hear me? Did I turn it off accidentally? Seems like it's on. I see it in my OBX. Okay, yeah, good. I don't know why I'm getting an error message, but it is fine. Yes, I'm using OBX now. I've switched from Switcher. This one I like because A, it's free, it's not $50 a month, and it is not tied to my iPhone. It is all on my laptop, which is great. And I don't know if you can read the text I left at the beginning, but the only tiny thing that could go wrong with this, besides a million things that I haven't thought of, is my laptop's not the greatest. You know, it's not loving all of the stuff that's hooked up to it, and it also really likes to do the blue screen. So if that happens, I'm just going to reboot and I'll jump back in as soon as I can. So I'm already like hemorrhaging money for this project, so there's not money for a new laptop just yet. So bear with me. And great. All right, we're just going to go forward. And the only thing that I can see the chat, I can't see how many people are in it because I quite literally installed this new software yesterday and you can see we have 3 cameras though. Have you noticed? We've got the me camera, the workbench camera, and then the kiln cam. So that is very exciting. So hold on, let's see the new. There is the video capture. Hold on, there's selfie. That's just me. Hello. There is the workbench here, and then the kiln cam, which is gonna. Right now, we're limited because we can only go 9 feet. That's the cable. That's the length of the cable. So there's no grinder cam right now because it's too far away. But we're not grinding today, so but we're pretty much there. So that is everything. And alrighty, let me tell you what has been going on in the last couple of days besides me spending days fooling around with software and hardware. Remember, we finally got our blank sample strips are done and ready to go. And I did make a couple, I changed 3 things. Because, man, I learned something about grinding. I have ground, 15 colors, which is probably 10 colors more than I've ground in my entire life. I just haven't really ground. I've gone from like this much knowledge about grinding enamels from lump to like this. I'm going to make a new video about it on my Vimeo channel. But as I was grinding, I came to a realization. Do you know why they call them soft? Remember we were talking about soft, medium, and hard? Hard has a higher melting temperature, soft has a lower melting temperature, medium in the middle. Because physically, when you're grinding them, it actually is, the soft enamels are just like butter to grind. They're so nice. And the hard enamels, they are really hard. They're brittle. There's a physical difference. And so, I assume that's probably why they call them hard, medium, and soft. So the more you know. I needed one of those the more you know things. Good morning, Camille. Welcome to the new and hopefully improved stream. And a couple of things before we get started. I've done all the grinding. The grinding is done. I even ground the last 3 colors this morning. But we actually have a couple, I think 4 colors that need to get sifted. They're already ground. They came pre-ground. but I haven't broken into them, so we're going to have to deal with those first. And first off, I have set my alarm. I've set my kiln to, remember we were talking a couple of days ago about, we're using these shower enamels that I haven't really used a lot of, and it came with this interesting tidbit of information. So it really has a much lower melting temperature on average, and I'd already been thinking about lowering my temperature anyway, thinking I bet I get better results with the reds. So I have actually set my kiln temperature to be 1400 Fahrenheit, which is 760. I even wrote it down. 760 Celsius is what my kiln is set at, which is, I usually set it to 1430, 776, just to see how things work out, if I get better results. I feel like that's not totally a bad idea. So that is good. And then I've also made two colors. I've switched out two colors because honestly, I didn't feel like grinding those two really hard blues. And I found two that I really wanted to do instead. I've added, and I'm going to bring this goldenrod. This was a lump, but I already had a ready-made sample strip from before. So I've switched, we're doing a goldenrod lump, and we're doing this other pink that I found. It was just called lump pale pink. I don't even know what it is. And here's the thing that doesn't quite, it's not super great. I have this sample that I made for this Old Thompson chestnut color, and I know I'm not going to like that chestnut color because it's not a lump. I can tell it looks contaminated. That's why I never made it. And so it's not totally ideal, but I'm going to go ahead and use this one and then just put a sticker over it. But in the future, if it's a beautiful pink, I'm going to redo it properly. But I just want to see how it turns out. So that's what's going on. So I'm going to switch over to the desk cam right now. Let's go to the workbench only. There we go. So we can see what's going on. And I'm going to lift up, because the other thing that I want to say is I actually normally do sample strips. I usually do, I have a huge work table on the other side of the room. It's big and it gives me tons of room to spread out. But I can't reach the camera over there right now. And, so I'm just going to do it all at my desk. I mean, I usually would do 20 colors, lay them all out at one time and do them all. I don't have as much space here, so we're going to be doing things a little bit more reserved and slow. So before we do anything else, I am going to, let's see, we're going to deal with these ones that I haven't opened. We have this amazing pink. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is labeled sifted, but it looks really powdery, so I'm going to give it another fresh sift. So we're basically going to be sifting no, we're not going to sift this one because I only prepped 4 sifters. So we're going to do this pink, this thing, and then I forgot this green over here. So that is, and we're going to start with the amazing pink because it's ready to go. And get that out of the way. Let me move this. And definitely, let me get these out of the way, make a little room. Before I even get too far into it, I'm going to wipe down my area. Probably should have done that. I've been doing it before, but why not do it again? There we go. Just to keep it nice and clean. And I'm definitely going to be putting on my particulate mask because this stuff is no joke. So we're going to be doing that. And I guess we could switch over to, it's not that exciting. We'll do the workbench. There we go. We might as well because it's not that exciting what's going on. So we've got this. Let me move this out of the way too. There we go. So we've got, that's good. This is the color we're going to be using. I've got some nice clean paper, and I've got, when you buy, this is generally, I believe this is considered 80 mesh, which includes 80 mesh, which is a thicker enamel, all the way down to the fines. And so what I want to do when I sift this enamel is I want to remove the finest particles, because the fines are what's going to make your enamels cloudy. And you don't have to pre-sift your enamels, but I do when I'm making a sample strip, because if I don't pre-sift, because I'm just going to be sifting dry on here, and so if I don't pre-sift, they could be a little cloudy. And my entire first set of sample strips, I did not sift. I just did them straight out of the container like this, and most of them ended up being a little bit cloudy, and it's fine, but you get the color. But I want these to be just really, really nice. So that being said, because this is a small amount, I'm actually going to sift the whole thing. And I have a 200 mesh sifter right here, and a nice clean end cap and an end cap. And again, you can see I'm wearing this. So I'm just going to carefully dump it all out. This amazing pink. And if there's any lumps, you want to kind of press them out. It looks just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And before I get any further, because I'm going to put it back in here, I'm just going to write sifted on here. This will be the easiest one. This is definitely easier than grinding. Although I got my grinding situation from lump enamels down to 15 minutes. So that is good. Oh, hey, Vilna. Welcome to the new setup. And keep me apprised if the sound goes bad, because I got a weird error message about the sound earlier, but apparently it still sounds fine. So, alrighty, so I've sifted a little while. We're going to have a little look, see what's going on. That's looking pretty good, and you can see there's a lot. Look at that. This is what we're not going to be using today. We're not throwing it away. Don't throw it away. But we're not going to be using it today. So, and to be honest, just to make it easier for me, what I do is I'll mark it and I'll put it in a separate container, and I'll use it for other things. And I'm just going to set it aside for now because I don't want to deal with it. We'll deal with it after the stream. But, so we've got this sifted, amazing pink. Set that right there. We're going to clean these all afterwards. And I'm going to just go ahead and put it back in my container because I've marked it as sifted. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. The other 3 are going to be harder because I got to break them open. But that is ready to go. Nice and sifted. And you can see now there's about half left of it. So, but that's fine because, we'll use the other stuff for something else. So, and remember, you don't have to sift all of it. So that's ready to go. Set that over there. Next color, let's go ahead and do the next red. This is, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. There we go. I know it's a Thompson leaded unknown number, transparent red and pink. And so I haven't ever even opened it, so we're going to open it up, and I have 4 sets of clean sifters, so that's why we're sifting 4 colors. I know, 3 cameras. Do you like it? Yeah, it's a whole setup. And the thing is, I'm so excited because I'm going to be fooling around with different overlays, but I didn't want to mess it up before today. So in the new year, my next thing is going to be in the new year, so things will get only better, hopefully. So we're going to open this. I have no idea how this is taped. I'm not loving the tape, but let's see what we can do. Let's try not to. There we go. That'll do. And I can see one of the greens is already, that's why I don't like to leave these things in plastic bags, because A, they leak, they break, they're brittle, they off-gas. So, but these have probably been in this bag. Well, actually, I'm not sure how long they were in there before they got to me, but probably 3 or 4 months. So, not ideal. I see we're in another bag. Now is when it's probably going to just bust open. And I'm not going to sift all of it because there's a lot of enamel here. Look at all this enamel. So I'm going to, and unfortunately I'm out of really large, these are glass. I love these glass containers. I just bought more. I buy them in 4 ounce, 2 ounce, and 1 ounce. They're plastic tops, but these are really solid, straight lidded containers. And I love them, and I buy them on Amazon. Don't ask me where. And they're not inexpensive. They're probably about $1 each. So they're not inexpensive, but they're really well worth it. Unfortunately, I also used to have the bigger ones, but I'm totally out of the 6 and 8 ounce ones. So this is probably going to have to get broken into a couple jars. So and I'm going to do 1 sifted. I'm just going to, what did we say it was called? I've already lost it. It's Thompson's. Oh my God. Thompson's. Old Thompson. Unknown. Transparent red pink. With 2 stars. That's, I know, very exciting. And we're just going to call it Old Thompson. Red pink. Oh, and this is the sifted version. There we go. Do you use glass because the plastic? Yes, that good question, subscriber Camille. I found, especially if you get enamels in bags like this, try to get them out of these bags as soon as you possibly can. I mean, not all plastics are the same. Certainly the plastics that you get from like Enamel Art Supply, I'm not sure if that's one of them, these, they're actually not bad. They're pretty thick and solid, and they don't tend to off-gas as much, but these are pretty high quality. But what I have discovered, especially if you're buying a lot of old enamels from estate sales, plastic gets very brittle, and over the years it cracks, and you have like an old drawer of enamels, and you get 2 or 3 of these things having cracked, or the lids have cracked. I mean, it's not a great scene. But the really cheap stuff does, it kind of coats it off-gasses the plastic and kind of coats everything in a not very nice way. So let me just put this right there. And this is Old Thompson. Unknown. I say unknown, but we might figure out what it is. Red, pink. There we go. And I'm just going to put Old Thompson. My handwriting is terrible today. Pink. Star. There we go. So what I'm going to do is, I'm holding off cracking this open. So I don't like to deal with this, so I'm just going to cut it because I'm not leaving any of it in here. So I'm just going to see. I'm going to put a little bit in the sifter because I want to sift some of it. We'll sift about that much. And then I'm going to see how much is going to fit in here. This is a 4 ounce jar. There we go. And you know what? I've got a bunch of these. Luckily I have a bunch of 4 ounce jars left. See how much fits in here. It's a lot here. This is like, this was a gift. Well, a trade. I sent someone some old Thompson white that I never used, or was it yeah, it was a white. And then she's so wonderful. She sent me a whole bunch of she's like, oh, here's some of these fun colors. I don't know what they are. And I'm like, sweet. Well, that's a lot of red. I hope it's a good red because I have a lot of it. Anyone want some of this red? I'm just going to do 3 here. It's fine. And whatever doesn't fit in these 3, I'm going to sift. That should be good. Then I'm going to sift. Yeah, I really hope it's a nice color because, man, I have a lot of it. We'll sift that. Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully. Alrighty. So I'm going to just put this lid on. I'm going to keep these together. I will definitely label all of these. And so that's, gosh, 12. 4 times 3, 12. It's probably 16 or 18 ounces total. So I'm going to just go set these over there so I don't spill them. Okay, these are all the same. God, wouldn't it be great if this was Aoki? Oh my God, wouldn't that be so awesome? Oh, I would die if this is actually, it's not. It's definitely not. It could be. It's not. So we're just going to, let me give it a little bit more space. There's a lot of enamel here. And I'm going to give this kind of a longer sift because there is a lot of enamel in here. Dream on, I know. Can you, I mean, it has that look. I'm not going to lie. I'm tempted to go get my Aoki and compare it, but I know it's not because I don't, well, you know, it's, who knows? She thinks it's Old Thompson. It probably is Old Thompson. The reason that Aoki is so rare is because, you know, they discontinued. They went out of business in the 90s. And in the 90s, you could get so much, you know, you can get Thompson Enamel did leaded enamel. So there wasn't as much need in the American market for Japanese enamels. So they're just, you know, I bet if you were in Japan or over in Asia, you probably could still find Aokis. Also, it would help if you, you know, read or spoke Japanese so you could read the labels. But there we are. I mean, it's a lovely color. I'm sure this is going to be beautiful too. So let's just see where we are. I'm going to do a little bit more. Looks like 1066 garnet would be my guess, but we also have a 1066 garnet over, well, it's hard to say. We'll see. All right. It's actually not bad. Do a little bit more. If it is Aoki, I'm going to send you all an ounce. Everyone who's watching right now. And subscribe. And subscribe. I have 2 ounces of Aoki left. And I'm just using it up. I'm using it like it's never going to go out, you know, because I love it so much. I'm like, I know I should save it, but I use it for everything. Everything. There we go. And trust me, I don't, you know, I sift it I wash it rather than sift it. So there we go. All right, I think that's good. We're going to save this. And like I say, we're going to clean these out later. I have 4 full sets of 200. So makes it a lot easier. So do you think this is going to fit in here? Should I get a bigger one? Probably. What about this one? Oh, this. Let's put it in this one. Now, let me mark this unknown. Unknown, red, pink, sifted. All right, that is ready to go. Let me mark it. Old Thompson, red, pink. All right, so that's good. Let me go ahead and wipe this down because I want to use that for something else now. Paper towel, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Yes. Well, I am a perfect optimist because I know I'm going to run into, like, I've put it out in the world that I want more. So I feel that I'm going to get more. I'm going to get more. And if I don't, you know, I guess seize the day. Somehow, someday, somewhere, I'm going to run into more. And I'm going to run into some lump. Oh, can you imagine if you ran into some lump? I went down a rabbit hole a couple of months ago. I spent probably all day on the computer. I was on these different, and I was using my translator because I found somebody was selling kilos of old Aoki colors on some Japanese, it was kind of like an eBay Japanese site. And nothing, it was mostly blues and greens, so it wasn't anything else, but I took photos. I mean, I saved all the photos of what the bags looked like, and then I looked up all the Japanese characters, and I didn't buy it because it was like $200 for 1 kilo plus shipping, and you know, it wasn't a color I was actually looking for. It was kind of just shades of blue, but so these are nice and clean, and we'll use those for something else. But if I had found any reds, I probably would have spent some money and crossed my fingers. So we'll do that. We'll put that away. All right, so we just have 2 more colors to deal with, and then we're ready to get started. We've got, this is sifted. Oh, 1, 2, yeah, 2 more. We're gonna do this one next. Let me make sure that we're still clean. There we go. And hopefully I can take off my mask soon. This is 933 transparent orchid. Hopefully, you know what? Do you think it'll fit in here? I hope so. 933 transparent orchid, Old Thompson, and there's a star, not sifted. And then this one's going to be the sifted. 3 Old Thompson, orchid, star, sifted, 933, 933. That is good. Let's get our second to last. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. It's like unboxing. And is it like the other one in another container? Okay, good. All right, these are actually really nicely packed up. And this is very thick. Really nicely done. Yeah, if you ever want to trade any interesting colors, let me know. There we go. Okay. Let's just get it all at the bottom. Hopefully this is nice because I told you that I am in the market for this as a lump variety because all of this, it's a gorgeous pale, warm purple, and all of the existing product that I have of this is contaminated. It's deteriorated, not contaminated, and so it doesn't. There's not a really nice transparency. So I'm hoping that maybe this is less deteriorated, and it could be that this color is just a little bit more translucent in general. And I won't know until I get my hands on some lump enamels to really find out. So, but you know, this was gifted to me, so we're gonna give it a go. That was a bad pair of scissors. Let's just, let me see. Oh, put this, there we go. Let's start by putting as much as we can in here. It looks nice and clean. It's not really lumpy, so I know it was stored well, which is nice. When you pull it out and it's so full of lumps, you know it's been hot and cold, not ideal situation. So we're going to dump the rest in here. Damn it, we're going to need two. It's fine. Hold on. Well, let me put the rest in here. There we go. I know, it's a lot more than I thought. There we go. There we go. A little bit more in here. There we go. These baggies had a lot more than I thought in there. So hopefully this is a good one because I will have a lot of it. I'm going to go put these two. I'm going to label this one afterwards. Over. All right, this one goes over there. Ouch. Now, this can go in the garbage. And let's see how we're doing. Let's just give it a sift. You know, it's funny because it feels like this part is the thing that takes the longest because once we actually start making these samples, it's 2 coats and done. Literally, it's just going to be kind of setting everything up, sifting a coat, firing, sifting a coat, firing, done. But we're going to do, we'll see how many we can do at one time in this area because it might be 5 at a time. But that's fine. I mean, I got nothing else to do today, so. Let's just, and I'm sifting this one really well because I want to make sure that I can get the most transparency that I can out of this. So, yeah, I keep forgetting where the camera is, so. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. That should be good. Let it settle a little bit. Yep, a little bit of lumps in there. I'm just actually going to pull that out. Put it in the garbage. It's not bad. So we're going to dump this out. You think it's all going to fit in there? Let's just put this over there. It's not going to fit. It's too much. You think? Oh, hold on. Oh, it's going to fit just, huh, just right. There we go. Nice. We just have one more color to sift. I'm going to have to go get some more containers because I used so many for that unknown red. The last one is this one that it was leaking, so I've got to deal with this. This is an unknown transparent teal, quote, unquote, green. Let's see. One, two, that should be enough. Got two of those. Let us, here we've got these, and hopefully what we sift will go into this container. Thompson's, old Thompson, unknown, quote, teal, green. Did I put a star? Oh no, I put 2 stars. Sorry, I'm just looking at what I wrote on the sample strip. So when I'm looking, I'll know that this is what it is. Old Thompson, teal. And then this is going to be teal, star, star, sifted. E-A-L. There we go. All right. Probably will fit in 2 of those. Let's crack this one open. And oh my God, you should, I have boxes of enamels that I've bought from different estate sales that I have never cracked open. To be honest, a lot of them are kind of a mess of different kinds of flux and whites and blacks and, not as exciting. Trust me, I crack open all the reds that I find. Oh, hey, Kim Wayfield, you like the whole thing? Sound good? I've switched to OBS Studio, which I don't know why. I know why I didn't do it to begin with, but it ended up being, I should have just started with it. So hopefully everything is streaming better and sounding better. There we go. And I can see that this one has leaked somehow. Let's see what we've got. Let's cut it. There we go. All righty. Oh, there we go. Hold on. See, that's why you don't store it in these baggies. But luckily we have this piece of paper. My guess is Tyrolean green, because that's what it looks like to me. But we'll find out. So let me move this just like that. Oh, it's leaking out everywhere. Oh, I see. Lovely. All right. Let's see if we can. All right, hold on. Set you right there, buddy. Stay right there. But yeah, if this was in a box, what is that, a fingernail? Gross. We're just going to put this in here. All right, and we might just, you know what? I wonder if we could just pour it right out from there into this. Let's see. There we go. Not ideal, but that's why I saved that one for last, because I saw that it was going to be Okay, that's fine. Ooh, you're good. Let's grab another. Ooh. Actually, ooh. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open in a different location so it really pours out better. There we go. That's fine. There's a lot of this one too. All right, that's good. And then we're going to sift the rest of it. That. And that. See, I have a piece of gold foil. That came from me, I know. All right, let's just pour this out on this piece of paper just to get it out of this bag. And that. So I don't want to sift this much. I'm going to go grab one more jar because it's just a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. There we go. I'm going to put most of it in here and then just sift a little bit because grab this. This is 200? Yep, okay. That should be fine. That's what we're going to sift. Get that. And just close this up. Teal of unknown origin. That's what I should have named it. Teal of unknown origin. And after you sift them, they'll definitely always look a little darker. So I bet this is actually very dark green. So we will see. There we go. Yeah, look how much darker it is just compared to, look at the difference between these two here. So we're going to keep this. Deal with these later. That's a project, a cleanup project for afterwards. And goes in here. Alrighty. We have sifted and ground and everything is ready to go. I am going to go ahead and put these away so they're not in the way. And I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to wipe down this whole area because whenever you're doing any kind of sifting, and I'm also going to turn my space heater off because it's all of a sudden way too hot. There we go. You know, we want to keep our work area as clean as possible. And I am going to take this off because I'm over this. I mean, we're going to be putting it back on. I'm going to be wearing it a lot today, so let's just do that. I'll be right back. All right. Is good. Now we are ready to make samples. Now the fun, we've done the hard grind, literally, and now the fun can begin. This is the most exciting part, And I'm going to go ahead and switch entirely over to the work area so I can have as much, you know, visual real estate as possible. So let's do that. Workbench only. Check that out. Boom, I got more space. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to wipe all of this down. Got so much going on. Because I was grinding over here too. That's fine. I just want it to be as clean as possible. And you know, do I even need this? I have some sifters. And because I don't have large amounts of these, remember because I ground them, they're pretty small amounts. I'm actually going to be using of course I don't have 10. I only have 9 of these little sifters. These are, I think, what are they, 40 mesh, whatever the default of these little sifters is. I'm going to be using these smaller ones because I've got smaller amounts that I'm going to be sifting, but this size is just fine. And I'm going to show you what color. Now the first thing is, how many should we do at a time? Honestly, we should probably do 5 at a time. And we're not going to do all the reds at once because we want to kind of like, you know, shake things up a little bit. So we're going to, what I do is I'm going to take this paper and cut it in half. I probably don't need enough. Well, I'll use it for a lot of other things too. Cut some of it in half. And I kind of get a hole before I crack anything open. I probably need some trivets too. I mean, I've got the trivets I'm going to be firing on, but I'm going to be on and I probably want to turn the heat off because that's going to be blowing, the venting from behind. I don't normally do this over here, so there's things to think about. So let's see how many 5 is. So we've got 1, and I'm going to do 2 pieces on each. There's 1, 2. I know. Ooh, look, I can count. 3. Yeah, I guess I don't. As much as I'd like to do 10 at once, do you think we could do 10 at once? What do you think? 4. Yeah, I guess we'll do 5. It's not as exciting to do 5, but it'll be less. We'll do 1. You know what? This is probably going to just be in the way. You know, I did think of this before, but I didn't really think of it. I've been thinking so much about technology lately, the logistics. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or even better, 5. 5 distinct areas. Let's set the table as if for a dinner party. 2, 1, 2, 3. That's good. Get those out of the way. Don't need those. Let me get 5 trivets clean, and we'll decide what colors are next. What color? Trivets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I was totally alone in my studio, I would be doing this on my giant table, and I would probably set up all 20 colors at this. Well, do I have enough sifters? I probably have enough sifters to do 15 at a time, but I would probably. Doesn't really matter. Oh, and we need some clear fire because we want to do that. Let's get that. Clear fire. This. One of these. There we go. Let's see. Well, let's see how it looks. Let's move this over. There we go. let's just see how it looks if I open everything. If I back up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I could turn that off, scooch everything out. Oops. Let's move me out of the way. There we go. How's that? Does that work? All right. Well, I got rid of the border. That'll do. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be using clear fire, just regular. And I'm going to grab a brush and I'm going to wash that brush. And trust me, I'll put my mask back on before I start sifting. So we've got our nice clear fire there. And I'm going to put one tiny dot of our Dawn in there. The tiniest. There we go. That's good. And don't need that. Get a clean. I think this brush is going to be good. I'm going to wash it. And the last thing we have to decide is, hold on. There we go. Is that better? Wait. There we go. Am I in or out? Wait. Oh, never mind. There we go. Is that better? Am I? Whatever. Working out the bugs. Now we have to decide what colors we're going to be using. And we're not going to do all reds. Let me pull all the colors. Remember, here are the colors ready to go. And I think we're going to do, let's do this goldenrod. And let's make sure that it's really important to make sure that we put the correct, because remember, these are all hand painted on and it's permanent. So we want to make sure we put the correct, triple check this, because I've put the wrong color on a sample before and then you're sad. So we're going to do this goldenrod lump. Probably should wipe these down first as well, but let me grab my paper towel, because these have been kind of like fooling around. It's not a bad idea to just give everything a nice thing. So we're going to do goldenrod. Let's do 576 Old Thompson red lump over there. Let's find 576 Old Thompson. Come on, buddy. Where are you? 576. Oh, here it is. 576 red. I'm going to wipe you down. That's good. Let's go ahead and let's do this unknown. Player unknown. This is unknown red pink. Let's get that one out of the way. And let's do a couple of these showers. Ooh, this is a crazy one. I think this is not going to look, I've never had, if it looks like this, I am suspicious of it. So I don't think it's going to be super wonderful. But you never know. This is 112 coral red. And I bet it's not going to be transparent. I bet it's going to be opaque or translucent. I don't know what it's going to be, but that'll be interesting to see. And then let's do one of these pink rose lumps. Shower 5005 rose lump. There we go. What is up with this? That's fine. Literally, did I step on this? It's all, let me grab a different one. There we go. There we go. And now we are ready to sift our first coat on here. I've got my clean brush, that, and now I just have to put my mask back on. Alrighty. Boop, boop, boop. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's kind of make sure. Let's see, right there. It's just 2 even coats. And I'm going to start by getting everything into the sifters because it's just going to go kind of fast. There we go. Put these. Oh, and don't forget, if you've joined us after we started, I've actually set my kiln lower because some of these shower ones are very soft. I've set my kiln for 1400, which is 760 Celsius. Just, to see how things are. If it's taking forever or things aren't melting, we might bump it up a little bit. And I really hate these plastic containers. I'm only using these because my half-ounce glass jars haven't arrived yet. Hold on. There we go. Ugh. And I know I'm going to spill it all over. There we are. Yeah, these, not a huge fan of, but I think somebody gave them to me for free, so I can't complain. Let's just put all of you in there. Alrighty, unknown, player unknown. I see a fleck of blue in there. Let me get that. There we go. This one. I'm going to switch these. This is the one that's going to... I just don't want any of this weird red over here to get into any of the other colors. So let me triple check. This is 5005. Yes. Rose. Lump. Put you right there. Cover you up. And then this weird coral. Oh, I really, really hate these things. There we go. I'll dump you all in there. It's fine. Yeah, I swear it's going to have to be... We'll see what it looks like. We'll see. And this is really strange location, but I'm wearing my correct glasses. Let's just do it. I wouldn't normally be working so far away from me, but let's mix some of this in. And it's really important to get a nice even coat. So if it is at all splotchy, just try again. This is that goldenrod. There we go. Enough. This is 576 red. It's a fuzz. I don't know why this trivet is so humongous, but that's fine. There we go. Next up, unknown red pink of unknown origin. There we go. Now rose, 5005. Have a very high number. Oh, I should have done that special amazing pink. We'll do amazing pink next. There we go. Nice even coat. There we go. And we're going to do 2 coats. The first coat always looks a little bit, schleppy. So it's the second coat where the magic happens. And a little bit of this. just like that. Let's see. Oh, hold on, I see. There's a fleck. There we go. And then I'm just going to transfer them to one of these. Put them in the order that I did them. Two, three, four, five. Now here they are. And I'm going to go put these under the lamp because I want these to dry really well, or else we'll get little pock marks. So there's just going to be a bit of waiting around in this particular thing because we're going to be doing, well, there's, let's see, 2 times 4. Yeah, it's going to be 8 separate firings for everything. Yeah, so get your head right. We're just going to set them right there. There we go. So we're just going to chill out a moment. Let me take this off. Alrighty. So, I can't decide where that is. It's hard to know what it's looking at. So any questions while we're sitting and waiting for things to happen? Let's see. Move this over. Let me know. Yeah, I got nothing exciting to talk about. Well, hold on. We'll talk about what I'm doing. Hold on. Video. Let's put the Vimeo up. There we go. Let me talk about Vimeo. If you haven't considered subscribing, please go to my Vimeo channel. Actually, there's going to be a video about washing, sifting, and grinding enamels next because I'm finishing up the back to basics just to get them out of the way for the new year. But I do promise that on January 15th is when we're going to start a big opalescent. Oh, what did I write on the samples with? Oh, Kathy, did you miss the first day? We painted that with some P3 undercoat enamel. So that is actually a layer of enamel. It's not enamel paint, but it's underneath the enamel, so it's permanent and will never go away. So I said when I first started doing samples, I would just miscellaneous do them, and then I would attach the labels with tape, which does not last very long. So also, I have a video about that using that underglaze on my Vimeo channel. So there's that. So I don't want to rush these because it's funny, like I'll rush anything else, but sample strips are kind of sacred to me and it's worth kind of waiting. Why sift the samples and not paint them like you do in your projects? Well, that's a really good question. I find that I don't want to do a lot of washing of, I don't like how the wet packed samples look. Don't ask me why. I like the evenness of the color that you get with sifting. And honestly, you could absolutely wet pack. It's just probably just a matter of preference. So, Aoki color. Yes. Well, do you have some? You want to send it to me? I'll give you my address. Aoki is just a Japanese enamel brand that went out of business in the 1990s. And there's just a few colors that are just exquisite and you just can't find them anymore. One of them is an Aoki. It's kind of a fuchsia hot pink. It's gorgeous. And so it's kind of, I call it the unicorn color. But I don't think this is Aoki, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So that is it. You know what? I think it's I think we're ready to fire these. Are we ready to, let's go to the kiln view. Selfie, oh, iPad. I call it the iPad. I should just call it the kiln view. There's the kiln. We're going to go over there, and you can see that I've set it to 1400, which is, I don't know, whatever that is on Celsius, but we're going to go fire these. Go over there. All righty. And if it's, I'm going to put just like that. Don't forget to put on your glove. Get that out of the way. Now I'm going to sit down right here. Oh, and I can talk because I have a microphone attached to me and not the camera anymore. So let me tell you, I haven't, the only time I really have used a less hot kiln is for opalescence. So these might actually take a little bit longer. So we're just going to kind of play it by ear. This is kind of something new. We're at 1400. What is that, 760 Celsius? So things might take a little longer, and we're not going to pull them out until everything is shiny. That's what I like to do, why I like to do batches like this, because in a batch, there could be one, even though they could all be labeled medium fusing, medium temperature, they all have slight variations, and it's kind of nice to eyeball that, like to see what's like super shiny because it has a much lower melting temperature versus something that's still a little bit stubbly, shiny but stubbly. So that is, I'm going to go look. I'm so interested in that weird orange. So haven't had much luck with enamels that look like that, but we'll see. They tend to be wildly reactive to silver. So, and I can't see the chat, so if anyone's asking questions, I got no answers. I'll answer them when I get back. So, but I just want to be here for the samples, guiding them through the process. 1373. Yeah, and I'm going to assume that right when it gets back up to 1400 is when we'll be ready, but I'm going to look again. We're getting closer. I can see we're at orange peel for some. I'm probably going to go a little longer. All right. So, and what I like about, 1400, but it's going to kind of coast up. Probably it's going to top off at 1420, which I don't mind. All right. These seem good. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. Let's see how they look. And they always look like trash when they first come out. So we'll see how things are. Let's see how we are here. See how close we can get. There we go. Can we zoom in? There we go. See, you can see, I'm going to pull them off the trivet. Let's see if it might be stuck. Yeah, I'm just going to let them be. But you can kind of see already they're starting to get their color in. Once they get to, ooh, I can see, interesting, I am intrigued by that orange. And we're going to let these cool, and we'll get a second coat on here, and we'll see what color, because the second coat is really going to show what the color's like. But I am very intrigued by that orange, reddish orange. So interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can unstick this from there. There we go. And to cool these off, I'm just going to put them, I'm going to yank them off and put them on this. Oop, hold on. There we are. Put them on here to cool them off. So interesting. Yeah, that's not Aoki. Interesting. There we go. Come on. There we are. There we are. Looks very interesting. We're going to let these cool for one more second, and then we'll see where we are. Let's see if they're cool yet. Oh, yeah, they're nice. All right, I'm going to put this back up. Back up. There we go. That's nice. And I'm going to pull these and we're going to have a look at what we have. Now, let's see. Let's go to the workbench one. There we go. Now, I know, interesting. Let's see. All right, here's the orange. Look at this orange. You know, I am kind of excited about, I'm looking to see what the next shade is because this is, I'm surprised and pleasantly surprised at this orange. So that's going to go back over there. Let's see what we got here. This is the unknown, the red, it's definitely more pink, of unknown origin. It's a blushy, warm pink. We'll see. It's very, very reactive. We will see how it looks. It's actually a nice, warm, peachy color. The second coat will certainly, double check unknown. This is very pretty. This is the goldenrod lump. Looks really pretty and yellow. I bet the second one will be really good. And then this pink is 576 red. It's definitely more of a middle pink, but highly, highly reactive. We'll see how the next one turns out. And then rose 5005, kind of a blushy, very reactive one. So we're going to do one more coat. There we go. Oop, let's see. Zoom. Oop. There we are. Does that work? Yep. All right, so we're going to do, let me get my mask back on. We're going to sift one more thing on, and then they'll be done. And then we have 15 more to go. It's like, it's kind of exciting to like figure, I'm so interested in this Coral 110 red. Fascinating, fascinating. So we're just going to do that again. I'm going to start over here. I'm also excited about this goldenrod because I think it's going to be a really intense yellow, very, very clear. So we'll see. There's that. And 576 will be interesting too. They'll probably work better with golds, to be honest. But it actually looks pretty nice. It looks very orange over the gold, so we'll see. You know, pinks are just, I have a lot of pinks. Oh yeah. There we go. And pink of unknown origin, which is also very interesting. I actually have no idea what this is because it's very orangey. It was not what I was expecting. It's funny how you think you could guess what something's going to look like by how it looks dry, but you cannot. There we go. And then 5,000. Let me I like to triple check, especially because they all start looking the same. There we go. Nice little coat on there. And then, so interesting. I've never seen an orange like this. Never. Let's get the last little bit. All right, let's get these all on a trivet. Zoom, ooh, wrong way. See if we can zoom in. My fingers are wet. Never mind. All right. All right, this is the last coat. So what I'm going to go put these under the heat lamp and then clean this up and we'll set up for the next batch. That's how it's going to go. There we go. All right, second coat, ready to go. Lovely. Get that. Ugh. All right, while those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up carefully. Set these here. We'll wipe everything down. Actually, one was enough. There we go. Set these aside. There. Rose. And we'll be wiping these out, don't worry. Got opinions already. This little guy. This. And do you remember what this, I'm going to grab the lump because remember what this looked like. That looked like, that color is this. Remember this lump? So pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Never, we'll see how the second one, you know, things can go wrong in the second firing. I shouldn't really get my hopes up too much until I see how the second firing is. And even then, I got to see how well it, you know, holds up to multiple firings. This is just phase one. You know, you have to earn a place in my color palette of repertoire of color palette. So set those over there. Get this out of the way. Golden rod. Close there. And then, ooh, almost spilled it. 576 lump. There we go. There we go. Those are good. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to get a damp paper towel and I'm going to wipe these out and I'm going to wipe off all of these and then we'll pick the next round of 5 colors to do. So let's get a little water. Oh, sorry. I forgot to turn the Vimeo thing off. Oh, that was the wrong one. Vimeo. There we are. Little bit, maybe this is a little too wet. That's good. Just letting those other colors dry. Oh, hello from Spain. I should take this off. It's always so fun to see people around the world. I bet is it warmer in Spain right now? Warmer than we are, probably. Or are you guys having, is Europe having a cold snap as well? All right, I'm just wiping these off. Very important. You don't want to cross-contaminate. I'm talking into the light. There we go. 4, 5. There we go. Now, these are nice and clean. 2. Yeah, I like these little guys for making sample strips, to be honest. But it doesn't matter too much. And then I'm going to wipe these guys off because, you know, these things, they get dusty and then that dust gets everywhere. So take a moment to clean things up, and you will not, honestly, it's just almost like anything. It's like when you're soldering, half the thing is setting up. Setting up for a good solder is 95% of the time. And it's the same thing with this, you know, taking your time. Never do sample strips when you're not in the mood. If you are stressed out, this is something you really want to just lean into. And, you know, it is all about the process. So we're ready with that. Let's pick 5 colors. All right, hold on. What? Oh my God. We're going to do, let's do that unknown teal. I know it's going to be real dark. Boom. And also, I'm going to do this 546 blue. So we're going to do, I don't want to do all blues at the end. So we're going to do blue, teal, then this garnet lump. Looks good. Let's do lump magenta because I think that's going to be fun. And we have roses. We've got lump miscellaneous lump garnet. All right, let's do another shower. This is shower, another rose. There we are. So we're going to do a teal, blue, red, magenta, and rose. So that will be very exciting. I bet those pieces are dry. So let's go ahead and go over to the kiln cam and fire them. There we are. Last little one. Put that right over there. That can scooch. All right, buddies. See how you do. Again, I have the kiln, the temperature set to 1400 Fahrenheit, 760 Celsius. And of course, especially since it's extra cold here today, it drops by a lot when you first put it in. Don't worry, it's all good. Generally, by the time it comes back up to the temperature plus a couple of seconds, that's when it's finished. But I'm going to keep my eye on these things because, you know, to be honest, the lower temperature really didn't make that much of a difference as far as time goes. It was a little bit longer, but we'll see. I should try some of the harder ones and see if they even work at this temperature. But it's, you know, change one thing at a time. Getting closer. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, starting to melt. All right, I'm not going to pull them out till they're all nice and glossy. So I can see the one on the right is definitely harder. It has a higher melting temperature because the other ones are glossy, but this one's taking a little bit longer. So it's probably going to be 10 more seconds. But yeah, we're up to 1420. That's fine. 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, a little bit more. There we go. Let's do it. see if we can get this off. Definitely darker. Let's see. Set you there. Let's see how they look. Zoom in. Hard to see. Zoom. There we go. Hard to see. Definitely way more red. Interesting. Definitely got redder, but it's a beautiful ruby red. Interesting. Interesting. And I'm going to give it like another 5 or 10 seconds before I fuss with them. But they've definitely all come into their own in the second firing. It really, like, the second firing, you know, the first firing, they give you kind of a whisper of who they are, but the second firings, they're like, this is me. This is what I am. Yeah. But gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I am absolutely in love with this weird red. We're going to have a look at all the colors. See, I know they're all stuck. There we go. You're done. You're done. Look at these. I mean, I can't get over this red. Let's give it a moment to cool. Touch it. Touch it. Am I ready? Oh. You know, I was a waitress for a couple of years. I think if anything, it's that fried the tips of my fingers. There we go. All right, these are good. These are good. Let's take them to let's go have a look at them. Because man, are they interesting. All right, let's back up with the kiln cam. Just get it out of the way. And zoom back in. There we are. All right, let's go to the workbench. Oh, Owl, hello. Workbench 1. Owl Goat, hello. How are you today? All right, let's look at what we have. Look at this, look at this. Look at this orange. I cannot, well, this is an amazing orange. This is definitely, you know, I have a lot of, and when we're done, we're gonna go bring my existing color palette and, you know, kind of do the little introduction. I can tell you right now, I don't have an orange like this. This is an amazing, amazing orange. This color justifies all 20 of these. Even if all 19 of those other colors were junk, this orange kind of pays for itself. I can see that it's pretty reactive, wildly reactive. See how it's almost black around the edges? So I don't even care. It's so glorious. I'm going to use this in something next for sure because I've never seen anything like it. Gorgeous. Let's see what else we have. Oh, and this is the Shower 5005 Rose Lump. Pretty. You know, we'll see how it looks more orange than pink, but we'll see how it compares to all the other pinks. Then this one is, the Unknown Red Pink is actually very orange. It's very pretty. We'll see. You know, it's fine. This is 576 Red, which I knew what color this was going to be. It's a really kind of a warm pinkish red. It's nice because it's very clear, but you can also see that yellow around the edge. Very, very, and around here too. Pretty darn, it definitely wants some gold wire with it, but it's kind of a really nice, cool, I would call it more of a cool dark pink rather than a red, but very pretty. And then you can't go wrong with this. Completely plays well with silver. This is the Goldenrod Old Thompson 986. Just really nice. All right, so we have 5 very exciting colors. I'm going to get a platter to put these on so we can see. We've got 5 done. Let's put them in order of the darkness. Let's see. I feel like it goes like this. Look at this. We've done these 5 colors so far. And let me get a little platter to put them on so we can adjust them as we go. But this is honestly the best part. This is why I enamel. All right, platter, platter. That'll be good. This will be good. I'm just going to put them on here like that. They're, you know, I'll have to put glue. We'll be gluing, what are they called? The magnets on it when everything is done. So, but it's nice to kind of see the colors. So here is what we have so far. They're just going to swim around a little bit. We'll get them out of the way. All right. Next up, I'm so excited about. We're doing a little bit more of the blues. So, well, hey there, Margaret. Oh, I've got two things I got to read. Margaret, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you. Sorry, I'm staring at it. And Ms. Angle says, good morning. Could you please let us know if the award is open? Award is open to the public in Arizona. Oh, in Tucson. The where is it? Their website has your name, but not the location. It is, it's at some museum. I don't know exactly where it is. It's at a museum in Tucson, and it is open to the public, but you have to register. If you email me, I can send you the info. It is the Jose Jess Award, and it's at some gem and mineral museum, downtown Tucson, Arizona. And if you want to go to the actual ceremony, you have to register. So you need to go to their website and register for it. I don't think it costs any money to do it. Didn't cost me anything, but you know. Oh, Vilna says 3 asterisks. I would love to register. Yes. Oh, yes. Mary Lee Ray shared the link. Oh, yeah, Mary Lee Ray. And I guess I should probably share a link on my social media, but I've been shirking on social media lately. So here. Oh, I guess it puts asterisks because it won't let you put a link. I bet that's kind of a thing. So, but yeah, if you send me an email and use the contact us form on my website, that goes right to my email. Don't Facebook message me, Vimeo message me, because those I always forget to check. They don't come to my email, and then I'll log in and realize somebody messaged me like 2 weeks ago and I forgot to reply. I'm not trying to be rude. Email is the easiest way if you want to know, because I don't clear out my email until I've addressed every little thing. So that is the answer to that. All right, second batch. I got to put my face mask back on. So there we go. Teal of unknown origin. That red of unknown origin. I am gonna guess what it is. I bet I have it already. Although I haven't seen anything like it. Oh, we need to find this one. Hold on. Teal. Oh, yep. Double check. Teal of unknown origin. That's for you. Let me double check that I have all the correct samples that are matching what's happening. This is my blue lump, 546, excited about that. 1066 garnet, yes. Lump magenta, straight up. Rose 85, lump, straight up. Now, yeah, I don't think you can do links, but because imagine what kind of links, no offense to people, but people can be weird. There we go. Put that right in there. And I really did, enjoy. I'm so glad that I ground 15 colors of lump, because I'm no longer intimidated by lump enamels. And from what I've experienced so far, lump enamels are superior to pre-ground enamels. So worth it is what I'm going to say. Lump magenta. I wish I had more of this. I'll dump you all in there. And then Rose 85. generally speaking, I don't mean to be like having an opinion before I see it. I've never been impressed by an enamel whose name is Rose because I don't know why. It's, if it's a beautiful pink, name it a pink, but it tends to be, if it's named Rose, it's generally, like my experience is it was a pink and it's so wildly reactive to silver that it pretty much turns orange. And so never been impressed by enamels named Rose. So, but maybe this one will surprise me. Maybe Rose number 85 lump will be magical. That's why that amazing pink, we're doing the amazing pink next. All right, let's get these going. I know I'm blabbing. So we'll start over here. This. And I don't think I won that award. I'm just not feeling it. You know what I like about the Saul Bell Award? Not that, well, besides the fact that I've won it twice. Well, I guess technically 3 times, but they let you know before you come to the ceremony if you've won, so you could at least get your head right about, I'm going to have a nice night. I know I'm not going to win, but this one, I know they don't tell you. Or if they did, they told the winner, but they didn't tell me. I don't know. So, I want that $10,000 though. I'll buy a new laptop for the streaming if I win. Gonna get a Mac Airbook or whatever. I don't have a Mac, I have a PC. But maybe. You don't know. There we go. Lump Garnet, 1066. My favorite, The Battle of Hastings, the Bayeux Tapestry. Good times. Let's get you on there. Nice and even. And also, sifting is a lot faster than wet packing. And Rose. All right, I'm going to wash this brush. Now let's move these over. Rose. And so far, the lower temperatures have been working out just fine. So I might just leave that as my new temperature. Does that mean I have to change all my videos on Vimeo? Maybe. It doesn't matter. I mean, 1430 was working just fine. So move that. But when we get to the opalescent, those are going to be a lot. I'm going to set it for like 1320 Fahrenheit, something very low. So, all right, here they are. Interesting. Let's go let these dry. There we go. We'll just let those dry. Oh, and Vilna. I'm going to be redoing that video literally tomorrow. So I'm going to be posting a new one because just from doing this batch of grinding, I have learned some more things and I don't think I've really changed it too much, but I've refined the process. So definitely catch that. That'll be posted on New Year's Day, so the 1st. So haven't made it yet, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to be recording those videos tomorrow. So it's going to be washing, sifting, and grinding. 3 separate short videos, kind of back to basics for a new year. And that is, and I guess I could open up, no, I can't find the link. I could open up my email, but then I don't want to, my laptop's a bit of a house of cards, so we don't want to do that. But yeah, if there's any other back to basic videos that you want to see, let me know, because I think I'm really wanting to do, especially for people that are just getting started, short, kind of to the point, do this, because a lot of times I'll do a much longer video and then try to be like, oh, if you look at, minute 42, I get to talk about this basic thing. But I think some basic things would be helpful. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe unboxing. I'm not going to get a kiln. Maybe we'll have to get that kiln with the touch screen. See how that is. And yeah, I'm just wasting time right now while things are blending. Oh yeah. We could do a short one on blending without it being a project. Yes, we can do that. Let me write that down. Blending. I need a personal assistant. There we go. I wrote it down. So, some back to basics, blending. That is it. I bet these are dry, you think? Are they dry? Let's see. I think they're dry. Where are we with time? Almost noon. Yeah, we'll finish these up. We'll be halfway through when these are done. And yeah, I'm not going to look ahead. It's, we're focused on these colors. Let's go ahead and go to the kiln cam. The kiln cam. Don't need that. That. Put this out of the way. Boom. I wonder if I'm going to put, I want that one to be in the back. I bet that has a higher melting temperature in the back. There we go. Oh, almost hit the wall there. That would have been a sad day. All right, I'm going to go have a sip of water while that is coming to temperature. Oh yeah, we did the ribbon thing, but it ended up being a little bit more complicated. But I bet I could do a 15-minute video just blending. Nothing, no preparation, just blending. Alrighty, I'm going to move these out of the way because we don't need them anymore. See where we are. Probably should have had my glasses. Excuse me while I reach over and get my glasses so I can have a stare. See what's going on. Interesting. Whatever that middle one is harder than the others. It's not quite as melted. Probably 10 more seconds. These look good. Interesting. All right, let me move them before it sticks. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what we have. Looking interesting, looking interesting. Gonna give it a couple seconds before I try to yank these off the trivet. I know, isn't it like the anticipation is very exciting. Don't even remember. Oh yeah, there's that rose. Oh look, it looks very orange. I'm such a dick. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, let's pull these off and see. There we are. Let's cool them off. Pull you off. Very pretty. Cool. Gonna see, are they, let me get it a second before. Boop, boop. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna have to flip that over. This is getting a little warm here. These are cool. Now I'm gonna pull these. Oh, of course they're not the same height, because why would they be? All right, let's take, hold on. Let's take these over and we'll have a look. Pull it up, zoom, zoom, backtrack, kiln cam, disengaged. All right. Oh, Margaret has asked why I add Dawn to my clarifier. Well, let me tell you. If you don't add Dawn and you go to paint your clarifier on there, I found that it beads, and by the time you go to sift, you get kind of an uneven sifting because the surface tension of the whatever is making the clarifier bead. And if you add a drop of Dawn dishwashing, it breaks the surface tension and gives you a perfectly even coat of clarifier, and that's why. You can purchase, there's a product on the market that does the same thing, or you could use Dawn. There you go. So let's have a look at what we have here. These are interesting. No, definitely a lot of times with the darker colors, the first coat always looks a little, see how it's kind of splotchy like that? That's going to get cleared up in the next one. This is a really, I knew this was going to be the magenta. That's the lump magenta. Very pretty. This is, oh yeah, 1066 garnet is looking really pretty as well. And our rose is looking pretty orange. So let us get our second coat on these and we will move forward. So that one obviously goes there. This one goes there. Lump magenta, very pretty. 1066, always a classic. And rose, you have not offered me any surprises, pleasant or otherwise. And I let my mask over there. And I don't think it has to be Dawn, but it's all I've ever used. So, and it just burns away. And the tiniest amount, you don't want to froth it up. So let's get this last coat on here. This is so exciting. Surfactant. I don't know what that word is. This is very dark, but it's very pretty. We'll see. That should be good. Yes, I am so in love with this 546. Very pretty. You know, I had that whole story about I've got some ground 546, 2 batches of it. Well, I had 3 batches. 1 batch was glorious. And then the other two batches didn't match the other batch, and I didn't like either one of them. So that's why I'm putting all my faith in this lump, because it seems as close to the original good one. A little bit. There we go. And then a lump magenta. Mental note, I'm going to get a different sifter. This one seems a little too free. And then our rose. There we go. Let's put these on a trivet. And then we'll go put these under the lamp. We'll clean this up and pick the next batch of colors. Moving along. That. And this one's a little. And that. Alrighty, we are going to put that under. Lump in the UK. The question is, where can you buy lump in the UK? There's that big, I don't know the answer to that question, but I know you can buy it in Switzerland from Enamel Healer, EMALEHILLER.com. Maybe there's a dash in between. And you don't have to start with lump. In fact, let me tell you right now, if you're just getting started, maybe just buy some pre-ground enamels, because it does add an entire layer of stuff to do. And honestly, I've been doing enamels for 15 to 100 years, it feels like. And I'm only really now kind of getting into it. Not that I shouldn't have gotten into it maybe 10 years ago, but you know, you don't want to make it too hard for yourself when you're first starting out. So whatever enamels you can get where you're at, they will be fine. I guarantee you, they'll be just fine. So let's go ahead and tidy this up. And get that out of the way. Yeah, I should probably put my mask on, but I'm just going to keep my face out of it. So 1066. And this is another one that every time I get a batch of it, it's always a little different. So now this is the sifter that I'm going to retire for now. I'm going to switch out with this one. It just was a little too sifty. Too sifty. This one's stuck together. There we go. Move you over there. Lump, magenta. Get you out. Got that. Out. There we go. Put you there. But you know what I'm going to get started on? I know I'm set. I know it's on the schedule that I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but I'm actually going to cancel that. I'm going to be streaming either on Sunday, New Year's Day, or Monday, Tuesday, because I've got to do a bunch of videos, and I also have to spend half day in my garden cleaning. It was like the killing fields when we had that cold snap, and I've got to cut back some things and clear things out, because it's supposed to be warm again on Saturday So I haven't had a day off in the studio in 5 weeks. So I'm going to take a half day, 1 half day. So got that. Let's get this out of the way. Ooh, spill that. Let's not. 546, Happy Blue. I should just call it Delightful Blue. Delightful, no, Happy Blue is good. Happy. All right, you're getting put away. And I'm going to give everything a little wipe down. And then this, we'll see what color we think it was. Because we sure have a lot of it. It's pretty though. I can tell already it's nice. But there we go. Now, let me get a paper towel, a damp paper towel. We're going to wipe everything down and then we're going to fire what's underneath the heat lamp. Yeah, I feel like I meant to take like 2 weeks off, but then I quite literally finished all of my Christmas orders on Christmas Eve. So, and then dealing with the technology side of streaming has been a challenge, as it were, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, got these. I can't wait to see that next batch. And then the best part is when we're all done, we get them all, we look at them, and then we like look at what we have, and we have a whole it's my favorite thing. I usually make it take about 2 hours where I just fool around with my sample strips and I lovingly glue the magnets on. I'll do that at the end because the glue needs to dry overnight, but got that, and I'm going to wash that. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Take a moment. Dust management is very important because you could be surprised at how far this stuff travels. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and fire that last batch. Let's go to the kiln. Let's see what's happening on the kiln cam. There we are. All right, put that over there. There we go. Just like that. Was it Cooks on Gold that sells in the UK? I don't remember. WG Ball. I don't know why. I think because I'm shifted over because of the camera. All right, I'm going to go rinse out my brush. Paper. There's that. All right, where are we? $12.95. Yeah, nowhere near melted. Now we'll have a little looky-loo. Not quite. That one in the middle, I guess that's the magenta. Is that magenta in the middle? Is definitely has a higher melting temperature. But we'll get there. I just want to give it 10 more seconds. Boop, 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 boop. All right, that was 10 seconds. There we go. Nice. Well, that one got very dark. We'll see how it is. All right, let's just pull this over. Hold on. Oh, I should have pulled it off because now it's going to be stuck. Hold on. There we go. Let's stick you right there. Here we are. There we go. Zoom in. Very exciting. Yeah, the second one always is like, oh, whatever this middle one. So this was the magenta. What was this color? Oh, that's 1066. Yeah, definitely a slightly higher melting temperature. That was the one that was that took the longest to melt. Let us see. Let's put them here. Very neat. Pretty, actually. Ready to touch them? There we go. All right. Here we are. Nice, nice, nice. Look at these pretty colors. Oh, wrong way. A little dark over here. Now, let's go. I'm going to put this back up. Let's backtrack. Oh, look at that beautiful wall. Here we go. Zoom. There we are. One. Let's backtrack. There we go. Cameraman. Now, let's go back to the workbench. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have. Look at the, oh my God. I knew I was going to love it because I had actually already, a couple years ago, let me see, I'm going to scooch over where this is. A couple years ago, I actually made a sample of this, but I didn't really properly grind but I knew it was going to be a good color. This is, all I know is it's called Lump Magenta. I don't know the name, and when it's gone, but look at the vividness of that magenta. Ain't gonna lie, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, definitely a winner. This one is our 1066 Garnet, which is, Garnet always tends to be a little bit more of a warm orange red, which is very, very pretty. Here, oh look, it's our rose. Interesting, it's definitely more yellow. You can see where it's so reactive to the silver that even, half of this it's actually very pretty. It's not, I'm not gonna lie, it's very pretty. It's pretty nice over the gold. It's more of like a peach color over the gold, but very, very reactive. Here's our beautiful blue. You can't say anything bad about this blue because if you do, I'll punch you in the face. Well, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna do that. But and then this. Oh, what is this? This is definitely dark. But you know what? I wonder. What's that? Unknown teal green, but very nice. It has a nice clarity to it, but very dark. So let's see where we are. I'm gonna pull our existing samples. This is what I like to do. I like to kind of arrange them as we go. All right, we got the blues are just going to hang out over there. And then we have our Lump Magenta. Definitely a winner. This crazy orange is a winner. 1066, yes. Miscellaneous rose. You can go over here. There we are. Well, maybe you come over here. So here, lots of oranges. I don't see a lot of pinks in these. It's definitely more orange than pink. but which one was this? Ooh, oh, that's the garnet. That's just, oh, 576 red. So there we are. There we are. Let's choose our next 5 colors. See, it's getting exciting. Let's put you guys over there. Now I've got to get a little bit more paper. Let me cut this in half. There we go. Don't forget, if you are enjoying this and you have not subscribed, you don't have to. What was this? Oh, it's a weird angle. You certainly do not have to subscribe, but if you have Amazon Prime, it is free. You do have to resubscribe every single month. So even if you're not using Amazon Prime, I don't have, you know, whatever you need to do. But also, if you want to support me but don't want to subscribe here, do consider subscribing to my Vimeo channel. It is a monthly subscription service, and I put up new videos twice a month, on the 1st and the 15th, tutorial project-based videos. So there is that. I'm gonna, that, oh, and also if you subscribe, you don't have to watch, I know they're putting, I can't see them, but I know they're putting advertisements that you have to watch. I don't know when they come, how often, I know nothing about that, because I just, honestly, I haven't delved into it. So, but I do think that if you subscribe, you do not have to watch those. So you've purchased the right not to be inundated with videos. So, all right, we're going to do, let's just do 1, 2. Now what, we're going to pick 5 good ones, not all the good. See, I like to keep it like, I don't want to do all the, like blues are fine. That's why I just didn't want to, I didn't want to do blues. Come up a lot. There we are. Didn't want to do blues for this because as fun as blues are, they're kind of dull. I mean, you know, endless blues. And I have to redo all of my blues very soon, but that day is not today. So it's always more fun when there's like a whole variety of colors, just because you're like, oh gosh, what's this going to be? But yeah, I have to redo. I did all my browns, and that was actually really interesting to see how the browns turned out. But certainly yellows, pinks, oranges are very, very much my speed. So got one of these, one of those. We're going to do it. We're going to start with Amazing Pink. Let's just, amazing. I need to be amazed. We're going to do Amazing Pink. There we are. But where is our Amazing Pink sample? Amazing Pink. Oh, here it is, 286, Amazing Pink. Let's do that. I'm not up for another rose. You know, we'll do 731 lump question mark red. See what that is, 731 quote unquote red. Let's do number 10 ruby lump. There's another interesting, I don't know what that's going to end up being like. Let's go ahead and get this transparent orchid out of the way. It's 933. There we go. And then, alrighty, we've got those. There's going to be lots of garnet in the last batch. And another, I don't want to do another rose just yet. Let's do you want to do light pink or turquoise? Let's do light pink. Light pink. This is miscellaneous light pink lump. That's all I know about it. And, oh, this is the one where I am going to be using the chestnut. I'm going to have to put a sticker on. So that is not an ideal situation. Oh, yeah, Vitrum Signum. I've bought from them. I bought a whole set of painting enamels, which I have not barely used. It's aspirational. So there we go. All right, we are ready. Let me put my mask on. Amazing pink. It's pretty though. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a nice pink. It has, wait, was this Nihon Shippo? Yeah, to be honest, Nihon Shippo is the world authority on pale pinks. So if anyone's going to make an amazing pink, it's going to be Nihon Shippo. 731 Lump Red. This is an Old Thompson color. I actually have no idea what it's going to look like. So we'll find out. This is number 10 Ruby. This is that shower. No idea. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of a dark red, but don't call it ruby if it ain't a dark red. But trust me, you know, until I see it. This orchid probably will be, I don't want to say it's going to be disappointing, but we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. And then this is, I know this is going to be wildly reactive, but light pink, let's give it a go. There, oops, I can open it. There we go. There we go. And that one is, oh, that'll be fine. Let me get this. Let's get started. There we go. Nihon Shippo. I think 731 Lump Red is actually going to be kind of a plum, a purplish red, if memory serves. Let's see if I have. And, okay, Ruby. There we go. Orchid. But the one thing I do remember about this color, it is not reactive to silver, so it should be easier to work with. And a light pink lump. Let's just find out. There we go. Let's put them on here. Yeah, these are all interesting because they all look white except for, take a photo of the beginning and finish. All right. All right, here they are. One of these is going to be ruby red, apparently. Let's go put them under the lamp. Right there. There we go. Whew. Put that right there. See what's happening with that. So, yes. I keep meaning to compile like a definitive list of where to buy enamels across the world because people do ask me, but I just haven't done it. So, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to do it. You know, there's some things you're like, oh, I should do that, but I am not going to. So, but I got nothing. I think I've run out of things to say about these colors. I know it's not even. I'm going to have a sip of my tea and let these dry. Get this out of the way. Should not be eating and drinking at your workbench, but sometimes you just Let's see. Oh, you think they're dry? No, they're not quite dry. All right, we're gonna scroll over to the Kiln Cam. And I'm going to stroll over to the Kiln Cam. Now, let's see how they are coming. This is the second. Yeah, yeah, no, this is the first. First coat I've already lost. All right, we'll just put that right like there. Just like that. Boom. Let's have a look. Nope, nothing's melted yet. Well, it's not even, yeah, not very hot, so. We're getting closer though. Feels like this one's taking longer, but it's not. It is not. Let's see. 10 more seconds, I think. 2, and that's looking good. Interesting. What was that yellow? Amazing pink? Interesting. Let's see. Well, I can tell you right now that that pink is not transparent. There we are. Let's just see where we are. Zoom in. There. Yeah, the lighting over here is not ideal, but what you're gonna do? Interesting, interesting. All right, let's see. Let's get you out. There we go. Look at all these interesting colors. always am thrilled when something is unexpected. There we go. Let's see what we have. It's still a little warm, but you know what? Look at all these. It's all these weird blushy pinks. So there we go. Zoom. Backtrack. There we go. Workbench. Now, look at all these. Let's see. I know. Interesting. 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 Amazing pink. Definitely, I'm going to call it a semi-opaque for sure. It's definitely not reactive to silver, which is nice. It's almost of the palest semi-opaque pink. It is, to be honest, amazing, but not in the way I was imagining. This is very pretty. Oh yeah, this is that light pink. Look how pretty that one is. That's going to be lovely. This is orchid. Oh yeah, that came out really clear. This orchid, surprisingly not. I'm very pleased with that. What is this? Oh, this is the light ruby, and that one is the plum red. So interesting how blushy pinks these are. Let's get our second coat on here and see where the day takes us. 7:31 now, because these are all very similar. I have to definitely triple check that they're going onto the right trivets. This is orchid. Interesting. Blushy pink, not chestnut, and ruby. Shower. Disappointing me a little bit. Now, let me put my mask on. Mask up. There we go. Last coat of this. Probably didn't need to sift it since it was a semi-opaque, but what you gonna do? I bet I probably could have looked it up on enamelartsupply.com to discover that it was, but I don't feel like it was labeled. I don't know. Our plum red. Oop. Hold on, I need to put a little bit more on there. There we go. Perfect. I definitely want some more of this in here. Those look okay. Give you the opportunity to go a little darker, ruby. A little bit more. There we go. And then light pink. Very, very pale. There we go. Let's get these on here. We'll clean up and get set up for the final round. The final round. Look, I'm even like going in the wrong order here. There we are. Pale pink. Middle. That. There we go. These are in no order whatsoever. So I'm going to go put these under the light. Now let's take a moment and clean this up. Put these over there. Just like that. All right, this one is number 10. Ruby. Over there, orchid. You out of the way. Pink. Just 5 more shades. Oh, as I spill that everywhere, and let's not do that. Was this lump? Yeah, this was lump. And then amazing, amazing pink. You know, I might call it more interesting pink. Yeah, well, we'll see. You know, I'm going to reserve judgment. Maybe I'm going to write moderately or semi-amazing pink. There we are. So let me wipe everything down, and then we'll get set up for the next round. Oh, yes, and you know, I actually, let me take this off. I know what was wrong because, you know, I'm not the only one that had that problem. Apparently there's a setting in your Twitch settings, and you basically, it's like a box you have to uncheck, because if you have it checked, and for some reason it was defaulted checked, that says that you are not live, or you're like, you mark things as it marks everything as a rerun. So I unchecked that box, and hopefully I am live. Hopefully. So that is, let me get some paper towels. Yeah, it's like a million things. But I don't know how people survive without Google. So, and sometimes you realize you're not the only one, and then other times you feel like you're the only one in the entire universe having the problem that you're having. This was not the case. Alrighty. There we go. Let me just wipe off the area, and by then I bet we'll be ready to fire those pieces. So exciting. And also, let me take a moment. Remember, we gotta clean our trivets and our sifters. Trivets. And did you notice 3 cameras? Yes. I actually bought a little webcam. I'm using my phone, my iPad, and my webcam. But when we were at Best Buy, they have this little switcher box that you can use for Twitch that lets you switch between all your scenes without having to go to the computer. But it's $100. It's like more than $100. So I was like, no, definitely. But it's on my desperately I want that list. So wipe these off. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and fire, before I get everything set up for the next batch, I'm going to go ahead and fire the last batch. We'll be in the home. We're probably going to finish up a little early today. And we'll talk about, we can talk about Enamel Art Jam. It's coming. If you know what Enamel Art Jam is, you can get excited. It's happening. It's going to be happening. So, all right, I already wiped those down. Oh, let me get a dry paper towel. And yeah, I know you gotta dry, because these things, if these have any dampness in them, you get the enamel just kind of glops in there, and It's not pleasant. All right, let's go to the kiln cam. Yes. 1 step, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 1 step forward. That's kind of how I'm going. Now let's get this in. There we go. Just get that over there. There we go. We've got that. 12:30. We'll just chillax. A wish list on Amazon. Nah, that feels like, you know what, if you want to support, go ahead and subscribe, go to my Vimeo channel, subscribe to me there, buy a piece of jewelry, it's all good. But you know what, do people really do have like wish lists? I'm gonna have to go check into that. Alrighty, we're at 12:79, nothing is happening. So let us just yeah, and I'm not big enough to have any. I was actually watching an interesting video about what are they called when people pay you to talk about their products? Endorsements? Or I don't even remember. Sponsorships. I watched a really interesting YouTube video about sponsorships because apparently you can make a ton of money, but it seems like, I don't know that I would want to do. I don't think I would ever get enough people to do a sponsorship, but they seem like it's a rabbit hole of stuff that I think I'd rather just sell jewelry. But I guess probably a year from now I'm going to be like, brought to you by VPN. No, I'm not going to do that. I can see, I'm glad I put that one in the back because it is definitely Nord, whatever. Alrighty, give it 10 more seconds. I like to make sure that everything is just glass smooth. And there's always one holdout, but if you're gonna overfire, you might as well overfire during your sample strip because I don't like to baby my sample strips. So if it's gonna go yellow because it's been in the kiln 10 extra seconds, I need to know. That's good information to have. So these are looking nice and shiny. That weird, amazing pink. Let's see what's going on with you, buddy. There we go. There we go. Interesting. Let me get you off first before I fuss with the camera. It looks like butter yellow when it first comes out. Maybe that's what's amazing, is it turns into a pale pink. It looks like butter yellow. There we go. Interesting. And these are not in the same order as the last time, so that's why they look different. I don't know what is what. I mean, I know that is definitely the orchid, and that is the amazing pink, and that is our pale pink. We'll see. Let's pull them off. That's looking interesting. And give it to me. Oof. Got to clean these trivets. There we are. Oop, that's going to be hot. Yeah, these are getting a little warm, so they're not going to cool as fast. But let's touch them anyway. Why not? Boop, boop. Hot. Still a little hot. Less hot. These are so interesting. I'm arranging them just like that. I like to arrange them dark to light. All right, these are ready. Let's go back and see what we have. Let's back up. Doop, doop, doop. All right, you can hang out over there. And 100%. Lovely. Did I switch it to the cam? Okay, let's go back to the workbench. Coats. Oh, hold on, I got a couple questions. How many coats do you normally put on your samples? 2. Well, did you watch me create the samples? Because there's a million coats on that. But 2 coats of color is generally the amount of color that's going to give you the maximum intensity. And I mean, you could do a sample. I mean, if you want to even make these more complicated, you could do a sample where you sift on a portion 1 coat, 2 coat, and then 3 coat. Then you can see. But 2 coats is kind of what I do. Helpful. Yeah. Well, they're cool now. So let's see where we are. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these. So, all right. This. Do I think this is an amazing pink? I really don't. No. I'm going to call it a fine pink. A fine, you know. She's a fine pink. A workhorse. No. Better than that. A fine kind of next door neighbor pink. Am I thrilled by it? No, it's fine. This is a nice pink though. Look at this pale, pale pink. Very blushy, a little bit reactive, but a nice light pink. That was just that one that was called pale pink. This I'm very pleased with. It is actually a good sample. Look, it's nice and clear. This is that orchid color. This one is, this is, all right, light ruby. I'll give you light ruby. I scoffed, but it's definitely a warm light ruby. And then this is a really pretty, that's that 576, 731. I think it's red plum is what it's actually called, but very, very pretty as well. Let's see where we are. Let's bring our samples in. I know we're in, look at what we have. Look at all, I'm going to have to make room on my red and orange. I'm going to put this one, no, I'm going to put this one here. There we go. Let's zoom in. We've got this one over there. This one's definitely orange. They definitely read as orange as more than pink. So we'll do that. It's fine. And then we have this actual true pink, gorgeous, kind of a purpley, and then amazing pink. And then this one can hang out over here because it's yellow. We have the non-reds over here. So these are what we have. We have 5 more colors, and then we'll see where we are. So it does look white. It definitely has a pink. Well, when I show, I think I might already have this color. It's definitely a pink hue, and I could see, I'm trying to think. I bet Mary Lee Ray named this, and I bet if you blended this with some flesh tones, I bet it's kind of like a gorgeous kind of ivory pink thing. So I feel like I'm kind of being a dick about it. So I'm not. I'm glad that, it's just, amazing pink. I have expectations. I have a certain amount of expectations. So, all right, last batch of 5. It's so exciting. This is just the best day. I wish I had 100 colors to do, but we'll get there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did wipe these off. There we go. And all right, what do we have? We have drum roll, the last contenders. This one, well, we know what it's going to look like because I've already made one. But I cracked it. This is a gorgeous garnet, but it's a very pinkish garnet. So I love this color. This is 111 garnet. That's all I know about it. Boom. So we're going to put you over there. We've got, this is a shower turquoise lump. Going to be interesting to see how that looks. Oh, let's double check. 295 turquoise. Let's get 111. Garnet is good right there. Next on the agenda, here's another rose from Shower. So 1685 rose. You know, we'll see how that turns out. You know, we have seen how things have been turning out so far. Oh, wine. This is a gorgeous color. I've had this in, I've not ever done it from lump, so I'm interested to see. This is going to be a really pretty Cabernet slash color, kind of. So we've got, although I have it labeled as Sawyer on my other label and whatever, so I'm not, but whatever, doesn't really matter. And then finally, this was just labeled lump garnet. It may be that it's this, or it could be 1066. We'll see. It doesn't look like 1066. We will see what that looks like. So that, and then these are the ones that the two that we made that we didn't do are the two dark blues. We'll get those done, and I'll do those in a different batch. So the final exciting, let me zoom back. There we go. There we go. Last set. Let me get my mask on. Have a great day, Drew. Baby pink. Baby pink. Now that's an amazing pink. That is honestly better than amazing. What would be a word better than amazing? Astounding pink is what baby pink is. So, but you know, that'd be gorgeous if you were doing like a lotus blossom. You know, be just for the tips would be really pretty. I think that that's a color that will really shine when it is blended into a transparent pink. So, which I don't really do a ton of, so that's probably why it's not speaking to me. I like circus colors. There we go. There's our, did I sift this? Oh, I didn't. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be, no, we're not going to sift it. I'm probably going to regret that and wish that I had sifted it, but it's fine. There's that. We've got another rose. Wine, 1729. I know I already talked about it. Love it. Love this little guy. Let's see if I love the lump. And then lump miscellaneous lump garnet. There we go. All right, last batch. Let's do it. Start over here. Nice. Turquoise. It's kind of nice to have like the foil of the greens or the blues in amongst all these reds and pinks. It's kind of just, you know, a refresher. It's like an amuse-bouche for the palette. There we go with our turquoise, which I've never seen this color, so it's brand spanking new. It's soft. It's marked as soft, so we'll see. It definitely felt soft when I was grinding it this morning. There we go. Wine. There we go. And then lump garnet. I think I'm going to start that little bracelet. And I'm going to use some of these reds. There we go. Okay, now, second to last firing of the day. I'm going to get this. Gotta get this. Let's put that right there. Put that right there. Turquoise. There. right, so look at these. Definitely looks different than the last batch. So I'm assuming they're going to be much darker. And this is another rose. We'll see. All right, so we'll let those dry for a moment. See if there's any questions. All right. Glass and Fun asked, do you only work in transparent enamel? Mostly, to be honest, yeah, probably pretty much. I love opaque black. I like opaque white. I like kind of a translucent white going into colors. But I'm starting to work a little bit more semi-opaques, you know, but as far as like, oh, and I also occasionally will do like that Chinese red or the vermilion opaque red as a nice little pop of really vivid red. But for the most part, I don't really use a lot of flat opaque colors unless I can blend it into, yeah, so the exception would be semi-opaques, translucents, where you can kind of blend them into, and then you get that nice transition. So, but yeah, that is mostly just because that's my style, and I like to be able to see through to the texture beneath, and I like the clarity and the luminescence of transparent colors. But if I was doing all, if you were working on different materials, if you're working on copper, you might want to consider using a little bit more opaques, because copper brings a whole color deal to everything you're looking through to the copper. It's a much darker base, so that is the answer to that question. Now let us go to the kiln cam, and I will stroll over there and we'll put this second to last firing of the day. So let's make that happen. There we go. And, all right, we're not cleaning that up yet. All right, we're ready. Let's do it. Are we dry? Dry enough, dry enough. There we go. You over there. Wow. Let me just, these are definitely warm. What you gonna do? Now, let's do it. There we go. All righty. I'm going to have a peek. Oh, there's nothing to see. Nothing to see. I'm getting there. Definitely. Some of these seem harder than the last batch. Let's see. 10 more seconds, I think. There we go. Let's see what we have. Interesting. Let's go see what we have. Oh, I should have yanked it off. Now it's going to be stuck. Oops. Give it to me. Oh, there we go. Put that right there. There we go. Definitely. That's that rose, I think. Interesting. Very pretty, very pretty. Let's pull these off and see what we have. Neat, very neat. I don't remember what this was, but I love it. We'll see. Love it, love it. That's beautiful. You know, I can see that that is another rose. Look, I'm doing the air quotes. Rose, which just means orange. I mean, it's not even supposed to be orange, but I can see it's wildly reactive. But maybe that's not the rose. Maybe that's the rose. Oh, is this the rose? Well, let's find out. That is the rose. I was being a jerk. I was being a total jerkwad. This is, oh, 111 garnet. Oh, okay. You know, I get it now. I get it. All right, I was being a dick. So let's go and regroup. Let's regroup. You know, my mouth goes long before my brain catches up. There we go. Why is it so dark? Let's just auto it. Oh, there we are. Now, let us come back to the workbench. Oh, I know, I know. Glass and Fun said it's hard to pick out colors. And trust me, I get emails every single day wanting me to give you a specific list. I do have some specific lists on my Vimeo channel. But on the other hand, you know, I would say, I know reds are expensive. I would have a good hard look at the samples on Enamel Art Supply as far as the reds go. But I encourage you to just print out the list of all the colors and get an assortment of, you know, pick kind of randomly 5 blues, 5 greens, and then just mark the ones that you have and kind of just go from there. Oh, let's see where we are. Oh, look at these. I was being a jerk because check out this gorgeous rose, $16.85. I completely am eating my words about them saying roses are just jerks. This is gorgeous. Love it. This 11, yeah, I feel like, well, we'll see how the second coat comes out. Interesting. This is very pretty. Got no complaints for this. A nice middle kind of aqua. It's probably going to get a little darker. This was the lump garnet. Very pretty as well. Nice. And this is that wine. You can never, look at that. It's like a Merlot. And it's going to be even more rich. So let's get our final coat of color on these. Do you feel there is an okay amount in the sample packs? Oh, certainly enough to make a sample. Yeah, and it's generally enough to make a sample and then use that color if you like it for, you know, a couple of projects because you're using the tiniest amount. Just remember, you know, if you're going to sift them, you're going to, you know, it's a little bit different. But I mean, what you can do is you can sift what's in that sample thing, make your sample, then put it all back together and wash it. It'll go a little bit further. So, oh wait, let me put these right back in the right one. This is 1685 Rose Lump, definitely a sleeper hit, not gonna lie. 11 Garnet, disappointing. Turquoise, nice, solid, no regrets. Lump Garnet, very pretty, very uniform, can't say no. And then, of course, we've got our Lump Wine Red, looking good. So, a lot of the pinks. Yeah, I do know that Enamel Art Supply does ship to the UK. It's probably very expensive, and it takes a long time, because I've seen that when you go to Enamel Art Supply, she has like this huge thing, like international shipping is terrible. But there are so many colors, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, not everything has to be pink. To be honest, who really likes, I mean, pink is great. I mean, everyone's super into it because it's, you know, hard to use and it's a little bit more rare, but do you really wear a lot of pink? Do you really have a lot of pink art? I bet the answer might be no. So you do what you can. So let's just see what's happening with this 111. This definitely got wildly reactive. We'll see how that second coat comes out. And go a little thicker with that. There we go. Turquoise, very pretty. This is kind of reminding me of a really pretty Ninomiya turquoise. I can't remember the name, but we'll get it up at the end, because we're going to definitely play around with these. When these are over, we're going to look at existing samples that I've already made, see how they compare and contrast, you know, see what we've learned. And let's just, this rose, this is definitely an unusual color. Let me put a little bit more in there. There we go. Wine. There we go. Very nice. And then this miscellaneous garnet. Really, oh, there we go. Give it to me. That should be good. Now I'm going to put these on here. We're going to clean up, let everything dry, and this is going to be our final firing of the day. So and I know that a lot of those pinks aren't even available on Enamel Art Supply, but there we go. Got that. Got that. So here is the final coat of color for the day. I'm going to go put this under the lamp, and we're going to clean up and regroup for the final fire, and then like evaluation for, yeah. Have a good day, Glass and Fun. There we go. There we go. Let's just go ahead and clean these up. And hold on, I see. Take a moment especially since I know I liked this. There's a piece of blue right there. Let's pull that out. You see a fleck of color, take care of it the moment you see it, because you don't want to have it end up in the middle of your beautiful pink orchid. So, there we go, we've got that. Oh, I guess I could do this. Put these over here. Put those. We're going to do a whole big cleanup afterwards. That's good. That's good. That is good. Got that. Whoop. Go hang out over there. Lump garnet. That and turquoise. Got that. And then this, maybe. There we go. So let me wipe everything down, then we'll go and, well, actually, let me go put those in the kiln, then we'll wipe down. We'll multitask a little bit. So let's go do that. What are the channel points used for as a member? I don't know. What are the channel points used for as a member? I don't know the answer to that question because I don't know what channel points are. Probably I'll have to get back to you. But let me go put that in the kiln. All right, we don't need that. That's done. In fact, I think we can put those right there. That's in there. All right, that's in the kiln. I'm going to go wipe down the area while that is in the kiln, just to keep things moving along. And get some paper towels. I've got my eyeball. We're done with that, so we can put that over there. I'm not forgetting that there's something in the kiln. I need like a muzak to be playing when there's something in the kiln as a audio. But the kiln will click when it comes up to temperature. That's always kind of, it wakes me out of my reverie. So that is good. Let's just move this. Surprisingly, and you know what? All right, we're at 1297. I can see the kiln. Oh, you can't even see the kiln. The kiln's kind of cut off in the image. So I'm going to switch over to the kiln. Giveaways. Oh yeah, at some point I'll set, it's one step at a time. My main goal right now is making the stream sound good, be reliable, not laggy, and at some point I will look into being able to adjust what ads you're looking at, how many ads you have to look at, what the rewards are. So it's on its way. So let me go see what's happening in the kiln. But don't forget, when I get 100 subscribers, I am doing a giveaway of a pair of earrings, and I need my glasses. Hold on. So I don't know how many subscribers I have right now, but Someday, maybe I'll have 100, and there will be a earring giveaway. Not, and it'll be a good pair of earrings, not a crappy pair of earrings. It'll be, in fact, maybe we could vote on the pair of earrings. I'm going to do like 5, and we'll do like a thing to see which one. There you go. Well, or whatever. All right, I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop, 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 boop. You look like you're ready to come. There we go. Ooh, pretty. Now let's get the excitement. Pull that out. Let's see where we are here with this. Down there. Auto. Let's pull them off. Really, really nice. Whatever that's that rose. Yummy. Oh, you know what? Even this one came out really pretty. So let's give it another second before I pull it off. Give it a little. There we go. Look at that purple. It's more purple. Give that to me. Look at those, are very, very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and idle the kiln because we're done with the kiln for now. And boop. There we go. Let us resume what's happening. There. Go. Let's get these guys. Oh my gosh, yes. Yep. Honestly. Yes. I mean, I wish I had a person that would come set all this up and explain it to me. But I'm figuring it out. These are really nice, these ones, and I'm so excited about these particular ones that came out in my hand. Look at this. This is an amazing. I eat my words about bitching about using the word rose. This is an amazing color. This is lovely. This is that wine. Yeah, that's one of my favorite red wines. And now I'm going to get all the colors, and we're going to even look at that one. Yep, that's my garnet. Definitely more of an orange, but very pretty. And then this one is the lump garnet as well. So let us look. And I'm going to go get, here's what we've made. And I'm going to zoom in so we can see. Let's see. Let's zoom in. There we go. Maybe zoom out just a little bit. Just like that. So let's see what we have. Amazing. I'm going to pull the ones that I think I'm going to pull the ones that I found completely charming. And look at this. These are all fine. I love this. These blues are very pretty. I can't say no about them. But honestly, this blushy pink is lovely. I'm pleased about finally having this color, but it being really clear. So the lump garnet's nice. Can't say no to that. So I'm going to save all of the ones that we just made. Look at these 20 colors. These are the ones that delighted me the most. But let's go get the main samples. Let's go get the master samples. These don't have anything attached. We're going to be gluing magnets to the back of them, which isn't going to happen right now. So they're not going to have their forever homes just yet, but we're going to see what we have compared and contrast with if there's new colors. But oh my gosh, these gorgeous. So all right, let's get these blues, purples, and reds. All right, we'll start with, I got a lot. We've got, well, we're gonna do the purples last. I've got the blues over here. We'll set them over there. Now, let's lift up a little bit. Here's the existing reds and pinks. You can see them, very exciting. And look at these colors. These are the existing colors. Very exciting. I'm going to go ahead and switch to entirely this view. Workbench only. There we go. There we go. We don't need to see these. Put these over here. So we have, these are the existing colors. Let's see what we have. This is the lump wine, and let's find the regular wine. Look, I picked it right up. Lump is on the left. Oh, and I love it so much better. It has a little bit more richness to it. It has a clarity that, it could also be because I didn't quite I did lower the temperature, but as far as I'm concerned, the lump enamel is far superior to the powdered. It even has a slightly different hue to it, but that's also probably because it's from a different batch for sure. But gorgeous. This is a lovely red, and so you can see that it's going to take its place of excitement over there. So that is lovely. I'm going to set these over here. Let's see what else we have. Then we have, this was our lump garnet. Very pretty. You know, it's going to probably fit in with the oranges more than the ruby reds. That's going to blend in with the, but speaking of orange, let's look at this. Oh my God, this color. Look at this color. If you're not honestly running out and buying this color right now, I would be surprised because I've never seen a color like this. There's nothing like it. This is probably as close as, and look at how, like, this is more dead. This is 102 Brilliant Red, not as brilliant as this. I mean, it is an amazing, this one sample justifies the last 3 days worth of work because there's nothing like it. Imagine that going into one of these oranges. You know, it's so unusual to see an orange that vibrant and vivid. So, yes. Can you give us the number? Oh, yes. I guess I could do that. This is Shower, and this is one you can buy in Europe because I bought it in Switzerland. You got it from Email Healer, EMAILLEHILLER.com. This is Shower number 112 Red. Just an amazing color. So very pretty. That was a winner. Here's another winner. I also got this from Switzerland. Shower 1729 Wine Red. Gorgeous. What was the other winner? I've already lost it. Oh, you're not going to find this one. This was just a miscellaneous lump garnet. I don't even know the number of that. Let's talk about the other winner. This. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's anything quite like, let me get the purples out and we'll look at it compared to the purples as well. This is a magic color right here. I'm going to say its closest equivalent is, oh my gosh, see how, these are those Hirasawa gold, red, violets. This is, let me just tell you what it is. It's Shower 1685 Rose Lump. Total winner, total, you got to have it. You got to have it. These are kind of the magic, but and you can see it's very reactive. You're going to have to take care. The closest thing I think is 240. This is a Milton, not Milton Bradley, Milton Bridge. But you can see these kind of purple, pink ones are just, they really glow compared to the rest of the purple family, which tends to be a little bit more earthy. These are really something special. So certainly this is unlike anything I've ever had. So that is a win. That is a unicorn. So we had two unicorns in the batch. And look at how that just reacts. Very, very pretty. Another one that, oh, you're not going to be able to find. This was just labeled the lump. This is, I'm going to find, where's my Aoki? I'm going to say it is as beautiful as the Aoki. This is that one I was talking about. But this was just called Lump Magenta. So maybe this is Aoki, and I didn't even know. Well, it was just handwritten, so you don't even know what it was, but very pretty. So that was also a win. We've talked about the wine red. This very pale pink is a nice blushy pink. There's a lot of real pale pinks. It's kind of a nice middle one, which is nice. It's kind of, this is also one you're not going to find. It's not chestnut. It was just labeled pale pink, so I'm not sure what color that was. This was a real pretty color. This is Old Thompson 933 Orchid. It's more purple, I would say. Let's grab the purples back here and see. 933. I bet it's one of these. No? Oh, here it is, Lavender Orchid. It's not that different than the other batch. It's a little warmer. So that is good. Shower, yes. Yeah, the two winners were shower. So I gotta get me some more of the shower. And then these are all real pretty as well. So hold on. Alrighty. These middle oranges are all just fine. I don't think that I'm totally thrilled with. Here's another. Yeah, that was fine. You know. Garnet. Actually, the 111 garnet came out pretty nice. But they're definitely more orange than pink, a lot of these. So something to think about. This is a real pretty golden rod. Can't say no about that. And then these last little, let's look at this last little blue. Pull the blues over. And these are the ones that I need to redo. These are all the old style sample strips. But this is a gorgeous, another shower tune. I'm definitely going to be buying. And they sent me, there is a coupon code. I should find that coupon code. They sent me a coupon code for, I think like 15% off or a couple, I don't know, $20 off my next order. So this is a gorgeous color. And quite frankly, it might also be a unicorn blue because it's that sweet spot between two green and two blue. So, and I honestly, oh, here's 546. It's going to play really well with 546. Here's the original 546. And you can see the difference in the lump. See how much clearer this one is? And this one has a little bit of cloudiness because that wasn't from lump. So very pleased. And yeah, this one, gorgeous. I'm trying to decide what is it closest to. Now see, that's more green. So yeah, Forget Me Not is pretty too. Yeah, honestly, nice. That is an unusual and new. I'm always surprised when I can find a new blue that I don't already have. So that's lovely. And then finally, this one was the unknown teal green. Let's see, do you think it's this one? Do you think it's this one? Let's see. Honestly, I feel, no, it can't be Hirasawa. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Do we have, yeah, I think this is just, it's very close. I mean, I'm going to say, is it worth hunting down? These are all very similar, so these are lovely. All right, so, check this out. These are all Old Thompson opalescents. Look at these really pretty things. We're going to be diving into those on my Vimeo channel. Vimeo! In January, August, whatever month is the next month on the list. Oh, let's look at that weird pink. Hold on. So we've got this. This is the amazing pink. Here's some other pinks that I have. This is PS211 pastel pink translucent. Very similar, but you know, to be honest, this one's not reactive, and this one is reactive to silver. So that's cool. This opalescent petal. Nah. It's as close, you know, I guess it is pretty. Which one's that? That's another Hirasawa. So in that it is not reactive to silver. You know, I guess I could call that amazing. And it's certainly, yeah, I certainly don't have this color. To be honest, I like the one on the right, the tone of it, it's a little bit warmer and pinkier, but this one is wildly reactive. So, you know, you take what you can get. So, oh, let me grab the bag and I'll let you know where you can buy that. Let's see. Yeah, these are the ones we didn't do. I got a bunch of this was also in that same order. Let me get this out of the way. Although, because these are all this is not one that I got, but I'm excited about this opal. I got all these opal colors from the same place, which I have not dealt with. It's called Enamel Healer, and I believe, just do a search for them. And to be honest, if you're in the United States, well, I did buy them remember when the dollar was doing really, really good against the euro? I did it on that day because I got such a good deal and it felt like it was no more expensive than buying from Enamel Art Supply. But great website, wonderful, easy to use website. And I swear, I ordered it on a Monday and I feel like I had my enamels in my hand all the way across the ocean by Friday. Probably wasn't quite that quick, but it was very quick. Beautifully packed. These are all obviously pulverized. They do have a nice selection of ground. You know, I didn't want to get everything. Not everything, especially opalescents, don't need to be lump. So that is where I got them. And maybe tell them I sent you there. Maybe they'll tell them to send me another coupon. So yes, I bet that's exactly what it is. So that is everything for today. Again, I'm going to go cancel that stream for tomorrow because I got to make a video and also get a couple things done before the end of the year. So I will be streaming live again very soon. I'm tempted. Do you want to do New Year's Day? I don't know. Will anyone watch on New Year's Day? It'll either be New Year's Day or the Tuesday afterwards, and I will decide by the end of the day and change the schedule to. But now that I feel good about the stream and I don't have to stress out about if the stream is going to work or not, it's all good. So that is everything. We're going to start a whole new set of jewelry in the next one. Don't even know what it is yet. Got to figure it out. So that is everything. Let me go to the selfie only cam. Wait, that's here. Hey. So yeah, that's it for today. It's gorgeous out today. It's sunny. It's warming up a little bit. And I'm going to go for a walk around Greenfield Lake, get my steps in. So, and then figure out what's next on my agenda. So this has been really good. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you in the new year, in next year. So take care, everybody. I'm going to go to the... All right. How do I turn this thing off? I don't know where things are now. All right. Goodbye, everybody.